And sometimes when you feel sad and you don't bathe for morning, go bathe.
Yes. Yes.
Go take a shower, and I'm telling you, you're going to feel better. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our podcast, and this is the Cozy Couch Conversations with SHANZ Debz. I'm SHANZ.
And I'm Debz.
So guys, before we get any further in this video, we want to ask you guys to, leave comments under the videos for us. And if you don't feel like commenting, like for example, we'd like to hear back from you guys with like topics and discussions that we can do on the podcast. So, you can drop it in the comments under our video, or if you don't want, you can just send us a DM on Instagram or even on TikTok. It really don't matter. I want you guys to interact with our videos, please and thank you, because we see the views and we really do appreciate them. But we would love to see some comments to let YouTube know that we're back. Okay, guys?
Like and share and just subscribe right now.
Yes.
Subscribe right now.
Okay, so guys, yes. So thank you so much, though, for keeping up with us and the podcast so far. It's more like a little, discussion on our couch. So yes. So thank you guys, and please comment. All right. So
babe, what we are talking about this week?
So basically, I'd asked on Instagram, like for topics or what some people would like to hear. It's funny because two persons sent us, they sent us two topics and they're very similar. And one person sent it on Instagram and one person sent it on TikTok. And the topics are they're so similar. So we decided that
same topic.
Basically, it's the same topic, just two different scenarios. So we're gonna read both scenarios, babe, and then we're gonna talk about it. So the first one said that self-healing journey. A lot of people are struggling with self-healing. So that's something that they would want us to expound on. To be very honest with you, I personally feel like it's something really a little deep. Yes.
And personal to us.
And the personal, yeah. So, you mind reading what self-healing is before we even start?
Yeah, guys, we're going to look up and kind of, get some info on what self-healing really is and what it means to us and all of that. And basically, it is like you're using your inner resources, what is available to you to get through a tough time, to heal yourself, to essentially that is what it is, to get through something tough that you're going through, to heal yourself. So for instance, meditation, mindfulness, sitting in silence, self-care, things like that.
Right.
Like it is basically addressing and resolving your own
pain or your
struggle, and your own struggle, taking responsibility, because in order to heal and in order to address any issues you may be having with yourself, you have to kind of take responsibility for those issues and be able to identify what it is that you're going through and all of that. And basically working forward to your own healing.
So you have to actively work toward healing yourself. So babe, I want to ask you now, to make it a little more personal, have you ever experienced any kind of self-healing journey in the past? Let's not go way back. Let's take it about a few years back. Have you ever experienced or are you right now working on your self-healing journey?
I feel like always taking responsibility for my own feelings and self-soothing is something that I've learned to do, believe it or not, more. In the past couple of years, I feel like I was very family oriented, and so I still am, right? But I relied a lot on my mom and my family for help and for soothing, and when I'm going through something and all of that. But in the last couple of years, I've learned that nobody not going to save you.
Right.
That is like, that has been my biggest lesson. I feel like you know, as someone kind of come up feeling like somebody are gonna save me, somebody is gonna kind of be there, and that's not necessarily always the case. So you kind of have to build up a thick skin or get some tools, some
To
self
help you.
tools to be able to help yourself.
Right. Because at the end of the day, it's really you, like
You have to
your
take
well-being.
responsibility. Yeah.
Right. And I feel like how you you know, you kind of do your self-healing journey too, like, you know, you'll try to like work out. I feel like when you exercise, that kind of help you, even though you're doing it for like physical or whatever, but it has a lot to do with, you know, your mental
And you know, to
as
be
well.
honest with you, like fitness and exercise and all of that for me has never really been about
Physical.
physical or physically looking good. I mean, yes, when carnival I come up and
Yeah.
they will look at something there you want to kind of look decent and look
Right.
feel comfortable in yourselves. But for me, the objective has always been mental health for my exercising, which is why I always say I'm not really like a fitness person. Even though people
But I
may
mean, you
say
can use your fitness for however it is benefiting you. And you know,
true.
some people have a goal of
Mhm.
physical, them want to get them body right, but some people also use this exercise for their mind.
Yeah,
You
it's
understand?
like that is my medicine, like exercising and them stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, those are also things that you can do, you know, along your little journey, you know, workouts and stuff like that. For me, I feel like I've always been that type of person to kind of like soothe myself.
Yeah, Shan is better at that than I am. Yeah, it's something that I'm learning to do.
Yeah, but with me now, I feel like I can, let me just speak about like no, the past 4 years since I've been with Debbie. I feel like during our relationship or whatnot, I feel like I've learned more how to like, you know, be on this self-healing journey. So I, before I met her, I used to always like to write in my diaries and stuff. Well, no, we call it journaling. So yes, so I'll do that. I'll journal and doing it together sometimes, you know, when we buy our journals together, it's kind of like helpful and stuff. For me too, it's really just self-care stuff. Like I find myself like in yoga because it kind of helps. I actually like talking to Debbie more than everybody else if I'm going through something, because I feel like Debbie gives me the space to be vulnerable, and also because Debbie is vulnerable with me, I find it hard to open up to people who don't open up to me in a certain way.
That's true.
Yes, so I can't be pouring out everything on you, and you wouldn't, you know, you wouldn't reciprocate. Like I want somebody who can be, we can just talk, and you are that person for me. Like you help me too, even though it's me helping me, you know. And I was also reading that with self-healing too, you need somebody, like if it's even a friend or a family member, to take with you along the journey. I mean, you're not going to lay everything on them, and if it gets to that point, if you're able to, you can seek professional help like a therapist. Yeah, so that's basically it on that for
I kind of
me.
smile because, like, when you say like you need somebody, I can tell them about me talking to AI. Guys, I talk to AI.
Oh,
I talk to ChatGPT. I know it's funny.
it's so
I
weird
know
to
it
me.
may sound sad, but when the overthrow of the AI and the computers come,
They're gonna save you.
the AI are gonna be sympathetic towards me because I talk to them. Guys, when I go on ChatGPT, I'm like, "Hey, friend,
Yes, guys.
how are you today?"
Do you guys do that? Like, do you guys do that?
I find all right. So I find that helps with venting, especially like if you're at work or if you're, maybe and all the time you want to vent to people or whatever. And like I used to have this technique where I would vent to my diary or you write
Here's
things
the thing
down,
with Debbie though.
but you can vent to AI.
Yes, but here's the thing with you, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie don't really vent to people.
That's the thing.
And I think sometimes you have a hard time talking and
Yeah.
opening up to people. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've never been provided that safe space, especially in friendships. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that's why. Because you'll open up to me, but
Yeah.
sometimes you don't because you say you don't want to make me feel like overwhelmed and stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the same thing with me. Like I don't want to like overwhelm Debbie with, you know, things all the time. So this
Mm-hmm.
is where self-soothing comes in. This is where you find things to do on your own, like to make
Mm-hmm.
yourself feel better. What makes me feel better is when I do my hair, skincare. I will literally go have a whole spa in the bathroom and start the random things.
Yes.
Start pick the
And
acne and
redo
then
your
put on my
hair.
skin mask. I'll literally loose up my hair and do it back 3 times. That's what kind of helped me, apart from telling you guys before that I watch my series and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So on this journey, it's really, you know, programming your mind
Mm-hmm.
to just, you know, to know that you are in control of what
That's
you're
true.
feeling. Like, you know, it's kind of like, it's hard because I see this thing that I say it's kind of hard to rewire your brain to
Mm-hmm.
make you think how you want it to think.
Yeah.
And practicing gratitude is a very important thing in
That one they hard, you
self-healing.
know. Me not
It
gonna
is
tell you,
hard.
listen, when I go sit down and tell you, say, when you go through your stuff,
You know,
you're
feel
gonna
like no
feel
feeling.
grateful and you're gonna
Yeah.
want to feel grateful. I mean, it's easier said than done, but you have to
Sorry.
try. You have to try. It's something that really does help when you're able to get to that.
But I
Yeah.
feel like I practice gratitude more. Like I will be very grateful. Like sometimes I don't know what to feel, but be grateful. Because sometimes I don't understand what is going on. So the only thing I know is just, all right, let me just say thank you. I don't know what I'm thanking for, but what I'm being thankful for yet. But let me just try. And I feel like sometimes that's the thing that gets me through. It's just kind of just thinking positive, just thinking, all right, just be grateful. And that's how it helped me. I don't know.
Like for me, sometimes though, it's not always easy.
Yeah, you always
So
tell me that. Like,
yeah,
it's
it's
hard for
not.
you sometimes.
I have been to places where I cannot feel gratitude is not what I feel. And
Mm.
it's hard to feel gratitude because look here, life is a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Life is a thing where like when you go through it, sometimes you're not always there. And so like one thing that I kind of use is to just keep going.
So, yeah,
Sometimes you can't, that's all you can do is
keep
just keep
going.
breathing, just keep,
Staying
and yeah,
afloat.
and don't stay in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Never stay in the same place. Just try to keep moving. Try to, you know?
And sometimes when you feel sad and you don't bed for morning, go bed.
Yes. Yes.
Go take a shower, and I'm telling you,
Yes.
you're
It
going to
sound like
feel
rubbish.
better.
It sound like crap, but
But
like
it's true, tested and proven.
yes,
Like,
tested and proven. Me never Shanice taught me that one. It's not that I don't bathe, guys. I'm not.
nobody's saying that. But like
But
sometimes, like when if Debbie's feeling sad and you know, we've been laying in bed all day, I'm like, babe, you know what? Let's just get up and let's
mm-hmm.
just. I'm like, go take a
Just
shower.
take a shower.
Just take a
Start this
shower.
up. Yeah.
Just wash your face, bathe. And she always tell me say she
Yeah.
feel better and she never
No,
know
no.
about that. She just used to
Sorcery.
just bathe because you know you're supposed to bathe,
Yeah.
but she never think of it like that
No.
before. And Cuba taught me that though. I used to be so sad and sometimes I would just get up and be like, let me just take a shower. And we used to always do it too. Like all of us, I feel like we just go bathe 3 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning, and we would feel a little better.
Yeah.
So yeah. Take a shower, trust me.
True. True. As simple as it sounds, like, yeah.
Put on your favorite playlist, do something, jump around in the house, do something, and you know, try to pull yourself out of that.
Or sometimes I'll feel like staying in and not going anywhere. And if you
that's when you
need to
should
do that, if you need to do that, but don't stay there forever. And like my thing is we have to do something different. Like you can't sit down. If me lay down in the bed or if I stay in this state, I'll just remain in this state. I
Right.
have to make a different cause to have a different
Effect.
Yes. So yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So that's basically all we have to say on that. I feel like that topic is kind of heavy and personal, and I don't really know how else to dive deep into it by just saying all of what we just said just now. And yeah. So the other scenario was happy pictures in quotation, happy pictures, sad generations. Right? Then she said, what do you guys think of our generation where most of us are unhappy most days, tired, struggling mentally, fighting silent battles, but having to pick up ourselves, brush it off, and put on a smile online or offline with friends and family, etc.? What suggestions do you guys have on coping?
That one they kind of hard still.
Yeah. Well, let's break it down first, babe. Like happy picture, sad generation.
That's like all of the IG and all of the social media, and we're looking great, and it's our highlights. That's what it's about, right? But you struggle. You're struggling in real life.
So you get up and you post, say you're there, Mexico, for example, or DR, wherever, and you're there, but are you really happy there? You know? I think that's what that means. Or you're there home and you snap your selfie and you smile and whatever and you post it out there, but deep down after you come off of the media, you just feel sad. Yeah. How you feel about that, babe? Because
I feel two ways about it. So like the first thing is that sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. That's one view of looking at it. Sometimes when you're sad and you feel away, sometimes you have to just lift up yourself and do something different and pretend say you're happy until you actually make causes that lead you to being in a more uplifted state. On the other hand, people have a lot of root causes to their issues, and they get up and they smile and they showing a happiness, not deal with the root of it.
Right.
And I feel like it's a very real issue. I feel like that is part of why I came off of social media.
Yeah, they don't have a personal life.
Every time I feel like go back is like, I don't feel like I want to care about that. Plus, I have the SHANZ DEBZ too.
Yeah, Debbie is the one that's mostly on the SHANZ DEBZ Instagram.
Yeah, but I felt like when I did have a social media page, I felt like it wasn't a reflection of me properly. I felt like there were times when my life in a shambles. Here's an example. Like I remember once I had gone to YS Falls, and I think I was celebrating either it was my birthday weekend or a friend's birthday. It was my birthday weekend. And there were all of these pictures with Treasure Beach and YS Falls and all of that fun, good stuff. And there was a fire at my home. There was a fire at my home, and it's like surrounding all of that, I felt like a lot of things in my life were in shambles in that way there. And on social media, you never know that. And I was talking to another friend, and I was like, boy, like she was saying to me, boy, yeah, live the life and things look nice and everything. And I was like, boy, you'd never know. Like there was a fire at home. Like
things never didn't go on good.
Things not go on in my life were good. But yeah, my life literally is on fire. And here are these pictures and whatever. And it make you really examine, things with more depth and all of that. But after a while, you kind of have to looking at yourself and look at the root of things and not just have everything at face value.
But here's what I think about happy pictures, sad generations. I feel like social media should not be consumed so much that you believe everything you see on social media. Like I feel like social media for some people is all about the highlights. It's never about the lowlights. You'll never see when somebody is struggling sometimes. Not everybody posts them struggle, but you're going to see when them pop up with whatever them have, and then feel like, hey, you know, you start feel some type of way about that person, but you were not seeing the struggles, and that person will never ever post the struggles, you know. So for some people, the happy pictures, that's what they want to go back on their IG and look at, you know, not the sad ones when them in a them, well, they probably video themselves a cry, like, you know, they don't want to put that on social media.
Right, and don't want to dwell upon it, or
right,
it, you know.
And me personally, like, I feel like certain things are too personal for social media.
Okay.
So, like, for example, the other day when grandma passed, right? Like me I struggle mentally, but every day I get up and I post my quotes them on IG and whatever, because I just feel like that's too personal for me to bring on social media, and like every day me dip on it. Exactly. Like, I don't want exactly.
And that's fine.
And that to me is okay. And I don't everybody on social media, I don't know everybody who watch my things. So why would I want everybody to feel that close to me? Like, I feel like, personally, I just feel like I will post my happy pictures. I will, but and what I will not do either, I won't fake it. Like, cause me, if I'm sad, I'll post something and you'll probably know. But yeah, it's like me not gonna really talk about it, or you know, talk about it and dwell on it on social media. Like, me not gonna do that. And yeah, but deep down within myself, I post when I'm happy. So if you see something on social media, that's me genuinely happy. Like, me not gonna just come on social media and pretend. And a lot of people do that because it makes them feel better. Which is why we have to take social media sometimes with a grain of salt. Because we can't just consume everything and, you know, compare yourself, say, oh my god, this person is so happy, or you don't know what's going on. And as it say, happy pictures, sad generation. But personally, I don't feel like I fake happiness. If I'm not happy, I'm not happy. And if I'm happy, I'm happy. But certain things I will not put on social media. Yeah, so if me just have a post when I want to post, and that me just be my happy moments.
What about people who, I mean, that's all they have, like that's who they have. So rather than totally melting down alone, maybe they melt down.
And that's what I'm saying. I said this is for me personally. That's what I will not do. I don't feel like me coming on social media and like crying to a live or on a live, it's not my thing. And I feel like I will have anxiety after, because I'm going to think, Lord Jesus Christ, why am I do that? Like, that's how I feel. That's why sometimes, I don't know if people realize, I'll post, for example, like a quote, and I know, but I feel like post it and I'll delete it because my start of anxiety, like, Shanice, why you post that? Take that down. As some of mine work. So it's like, I mean, I say never, because if something really bad happen, I feel like at the life me have to go up and ball. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know, because like, maybe that's how I feel.
For me, me not judge nobody.
No, it's
no,
not.
Me not say you are judge nobody. No. Me just give my, you know, take on the thing. If that you need to do.
And here why I don't mind people coming on the internet to cry. It makes other people know that they're not alone.
True.
So if it's not something that I would do because I'm afraid of coming out on social media and doing certain things. But here's the thing. Sometimes I'm going through TikTok and I see, like, for example, a girl would end up on TikTok and I cry. And the things that I share about, I'm like, oh my God, relatable. Like, this is so relatable. So people who do that, it actually is a little gateway for people to know that, hey, you're not alone. You know, you're not alone. You may not come on the internet and cry, but when you see somebody else doing it, it's like, you know what? Okay, I'm not alone, you know? And it make you feel maybe a little better. I don't know what the feeling may evoke when you see that, but yeah, so as I say, me use social media the way I want to use it. So I take it with a grain of salt. Because you have a lot of different people online. So yeah, so basically, what do you guys think of our generations? You know, unhappy most days, tired. Boy, sometimes for me, when I'm tired and like, you know, mentally drained and whatever, and I know that there's a particular area of my life where I still need to show up, like for example work. I can't just take 10 days off from work and stay home because I'm feeling drained. It's hard. It's really hard, and you have to show up. We can always use grandma as an example because when she passed away, I didn't really have a lot of days, and I couldn't take days, and they don't give you compassionate leave for a grandparent. So you have to go back to work. Could have been the day before the funeral, the day after the funeral, and I can't just show up to work and start show the patient them bad face or my co-workers, and I have to be strong. And it was really hard because you want to just stay home and curl up and cry, but you kind of can't do it. You have to just show up, and it's not easy, but you kind of have to do it because what you gonna do.
I, like my not really advice, but maybe it's advice would be like take micro breaks.
Yeah.
Take micro breaks. So like if you have to go to work, go on at the bathroom. Go and go ball in at the bathroom if you need to. Go and go wash your face.
Yeah.
If you work at one of them places where you can drive, go down the road and drive, come back, or you take a walk, go somewhere and walk.
Go outside, take some breeze.
Try little things like that, right? When you're weak, I remember at one point, like just go through it in a life, and it's almost like the weekends were like my saving, like a lifeline. So me just like make it to this point,
yeah,
like, until you can heal and do better.
Yeah. And they used to do that for me. She used to ask me like, you want to go in the bathroom and call me real quick, So that's why I'm saying sometimes it's really important. I know people always be like, oh, friends this and friends that, but it's kind of important to have at least one person during that time. And I learned that from therapy too. Like she was saying to me that it's okay to lean on people when you really need them. Let people who want to be there for you be there for you. I mean, everybody's going through something, and that's why I don't like to burden people, but sometimes they don't mind, so you can just let people help you when they're available to help. So what are suggestions that we have for coping, going through a hard time and having to show up, whether it's online or offline, if you're mentally struggling, What are some coping advice? For me, coping strategies, find something that you like to do.
Yeah.
Take a walk.
If you don't know what you like to do, pause the video and write down some things where you like to do. I've had to do that before too. Like when I get like sometimes when you go through it,
you have to just go back to the basics.
Right, and write down 5 something where you like to do.
I feel like we have that what you would call it now, babe? We have that thing where we just write down things. Like I feel like it's easier for us with every little thing. We're gonna
thousands of notes,
paper and pen. Okay, paper and pen, guys, and talk to God. If I got your worship or whoever that person is, talk to them. Sit down on your bed and talk to them. One thing me and Debbie used to do one time, we used to pray together.
Yeah.
We still pray, but we used to pray together, every other night.
Yeah.
We would pray. She pray, me pray. There was this April where we spent the entire April,
and
it was Lent. So for Lent, we say, all right, we're gonna pray every single day together, and we did it. So you have to find things that make you feel somewhat yourself. Say affirmations. Go in at the mirror and talk to yourself. I had to do that. Go in front of the mirror and say, girl, get up. Girl, you are the girl. Girl, anything you want to say to yourself and make yourself feel better, go in front of the mirror and tell that person in the mirror anything you want to say to them. Me realize me like yoga. Me never know that before. So that's
Pilates.
And Pilates. Finding things like little by little, things that will make me feel
you're
better.
growing and you're evolving, so you'll find more things about yourself that you
as you go, and things where you didn't like one time, you may not like it again, and
that's fine.
It's fine. It's totally okay. So if you like to read a book, there are Atomic Habits. There are the 4 Agreements. These are self-help books that you can read. And yeah,
download one app where we send you motivational things a
every day you have Reset app. There's an app called Reset. There's another one, I don't remember the name of it right now. And yeah,
other one, yeah.
you have motivational quotes app.
True.
Yeah. We had that at one point. Well, I had that. I don't know if you had it. I had that. There's this app called Future Me. Write a letter to yourself, your future self, if you want. Them have a timer on it. You can use 6 weeks, 6 months, whatever, and it come back to the Calm app. That was the one I was trying to remember, babe.
To sleep stories, so that's like bedtime stories every night on the Calm app.
Yeah, chamomile tea and lavender tea helps to, like, calm you down when you're kind of like having these, panics or anxiety. Yeah.
Remember, said these are our little things where we do.
Yeah, and these are suggestions where you can yeah. We're not therapists.
There's therapy too. Yeah, we always, we are advocate for therapy. Yeah, so you can do that. Of course, you have the exercise. You can go walk. You can go run.
Yeah. So those are things. Just find things that you like to do and things that will make you feel better, and do them. Food.
Sometimes you're hungry.
Eat some food.
Sometimes you're hungry.
Eat some food, yeah.
Yes.
Eat something. Eat your favorite food. Sit down.
Bed and go eat.
Yeah. Watch a show. Watch a movie. Get some ice cream, and yeah, call a friend and say hello, bye, whatever. I don't know.
Check up on people too. Like, believe it or not, sometimes if you're going through it, like, or on a self-healing journey, sometimes if you can come out of yourself and check on somebody, that kind of helps. Just call and say, yeah, all right.
Yeah. So these are the things that we do. We're not mind gurus, mind doctors, or anything like that. So
we're not expert
now, but these are things that kind of like help us along our little, journey. Because some days are hard for us, but we keep pushing, and we journal and we talk to God. Well, me talk to God, and me write the little things in my phone, my notes, and then look at something there. I go in front of the mirror and I speak to myself. I like words of affirmation. So I like to talk good things to myself. Guys, speak good things to yourself at all times, and you will see that, the good things that are going to start happening to you. Trust me. Try it. Just try it. So anyway, I found these things that I want to share with you guys. They are self-healing quotes. So it's this one say, you hold the power to allow yourself to heal. That's very true. Like, yeah, as we said before, you have the power to rewire your brain, and love yourself, guys, and healing comes first. You have to also be kind to yourself, put yourself first. It may come off selfish to some people or whatever, but if you have to put yourself first to feel better, by all means, you should try to do that. You must heal yourself first with love and devotion. So shower yourself with all the love that you'd like to pour onto other people. Give yourself that love. Pour it back into yourself. Date yourself.
Flowers.
Listen.
Yourself. Go to the movie.
Listen. Go on a date with yourself.
Go eat.
Find the things where you like. Treat yourself like you would want somebody to treat you. Like, just put back everything in yourself. Like, do it. And that should really help you. Forgive yourself and allow yourself to heal. Like, just just let it go, and start over and say,
and do it over and over again. So all of these things are not like
a one-time thing.
You have to keep doing it. You may have to, some days you feel like you're at level 3, and then you drop back down to level 1, and then you level 5, and you drop back down. Just keep at it. And keep do going. These things for as many times as
and some days you feel like you're gonna feel like you're up, and then tomorrow you may feel down. That is also you healing, because it's not a linear path, it's a curve, and someday you feel up, someday
not a straight line.
But just remember, say you have the power to keep pushing, and you are you. at the end of the day, just remind yourself, you are that girl or you are that boy. You're that person. Okay, period. So guys, yeah. Yeah, that's our little take on it. Yeah, what we do and what we would advise you guys to do. If you want, you can try. Comment down below, guys. Let us know what are some things that you do on your self-healing journey. Let us know how you cope when you're having a bad day, a bad time mentally. Let us know, guys. Okay, and maybe you sharing down in the comments, somebody can, you can help somebody down in the comments by what you're suggesting. And yeah, so that's it.
Remember, a bad day don't equal a bad life. A bad moment don't equal a bad life.
Yeah, that is so true. Yeah.
And that's all we gotta say about that.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Cut. Okay, guys.
Subscribe, like, share.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Love you.